appreciative things. Yet, just look at it as an incident, and it's a hard one. For us, we are not in that level. When we think of it, just simply think, now, in the Metta Sutra, what Buddha taught is to be compassionate. He is guiding us to like a mother risking her own life to save her only child. How much dedication that mother do just to save her child. But how can we apply that mind to all beings? That's a skill. We have to build up that for a long time. Now look, Buddha had that. As a Buddha he had, we can see that from Rahula, Nalagiri, Angulimala, he seeing that he ought help, even Chichimalika, right? He did not have any negative thoughts towards any of them. Even the Nalagiri who was trying to come, kill him, still he had same compassion. He could, using that mind energy, he could tame. Yes.
But that is different. He's a Buddha. We are. That's why he has the wisdoms and the enlightenment. That's why it's called enlightenment. That's why he can see, and that's why he's using his wisdom power to do whatever necessary at that time.
Definitely.
Whether we cannot know whether you need a patient with her or with metta with.
No, that we have to develop that skill. That's what his point is. That's a skill. For such a long time he practiced. If he did that long time, as practitioners, if that is the only way out for for the happiness, so we also have to build up that skill. That is what the point is. Until he became Buddha, he did not know this, any of these things. So he could penetrate through. Then he put together everything what he did, and how this samsara looks like. Therefore, seeing that, he encouraged us to practice. It is not easy thing. That why I brought it up was we just simply compare ourselves to, can we do that? Where are we? How much compassion do we have? Therefore, we are still far away. So what we have is, if it is lacking from us, definitely what we have to do is practice as much as we can. That is what I just brought it up. We definitely have to.
So our journey is still very long.
Journey is still long, but it's not impossible. If we can balance ourselves, being, as I said, mindfulness is the key. See ourselves, how much I could work. I'm very happy about being a person, being a monk. I'm very happy. Early days I did not know I was a very hot-tempered person as a child. Even after becoming a novice, I had certain, but we were used to practice loving kindness meditation. For every day in our school, in the morning as an assembly, we do fine. All those are words. But even sometimes we guide you through, but you may repeat after me, but it's still words. I always encourage, this is not only a word. Take into your heart and mind. Practice as much as you can. Whenever you remember. So that is how we have to build up that. Working with mind is not easy. There are a lot of things that we can do easily, even though it's hard, but working with mind is not easy. We have to be mindful, little by little, we have to build it. Like we are building a home. Brick by brick, we build the wall. Same way, little by little we add to our skill, mental skill. Physical skills we always do work on. You all do, if there's something to do with physical, you definitely go and do it. But we neglect our mind. Therefore, do not neglect our mind. That's a very important part, mind and body. If we can synchronize and go together, then definitely that's a good work that we do. Positive and a wholesome work we do. So that's what we all have to take care of.
So the basic gist of the Buddha's teaching is to do good, avoid evil.
Exactly.
And I think the Metta Sutta is one of the marvelous sutta, because it's not only that we only learn to be loving kindness, but we also must slowly learn to love. thy enemy.
Once you practice, you start practicing that, you can recite it actually. But if you remember, or whereas, go with the English meaning and recite it, that's the important part. Never deceive anyone, anywhere. In that, there are few. So once you recite that for yourself, that may be stay in your mind. Then you always, whoever negative, mean action perform in front of you, or negative things that throw on you, that you maybe start practicing. Just forgive the person. Forgiving is a good skill. That just ignore. This person is doing this because of ignorance. If he knows me, or if he knows the results of this kind of harassment, this person never will do that. That way we can forgive the person. As I was going to school in Rome, sometimes a group of students start giggling me. It hurts very early days because somebody is laughing at you, because it's like you are somebody attacking your pride. But once you get used to, okay, I could say, it is very appropriate. You are not in your suitable environment, unusual environment. So they are not using a robe. So of course, this is something to laugh at. It's okay to laugh. Let them laugh. You can laugh with them. So then you can be friendly once they. What I did was I got opportunities to talk to these young people. Mostly young people do that when group psychology works, where there's a big group, they are always, if it is individual, they would not. Once one person starts giggling, whole group is giggling. Then you feel that, really bad, embarrassing, somebody's laughing at you, maybe mostly Western monk couldn't handle it. But we, since we have gone from this side, somehow we could drag along with that. So later on, I found certain opportunities to educate these young children. So in that way, that's also something nice. They knew who I am. They came to know about me. Oh, Buddhist monk. Then they after that, we have never seen in our lives. So they appreciate that I stop, and talk to them. So whole thing that you have to have a courage, you have to have patience, you have to have compassion, you have to have purpose. Then we can change. Your patience can change whole environment. So I have seen that, in the society, things are working differently. The way you work, way you do, way you handle certain situations.
Hey, what's your view? Say someone is very rich, they want to donate something, say like a building, to help the poor, to house the poor. But the intention is not good, because they want it for the namesake, publicity, or whatever. You name this hall after my name, the road or whatever. But on our side, we really need that, to help to build the thing. So
Okay.
what is your view? How should we accept or what?
No.
And it's beneficial to all, you see. We get what we want, we also get what you want.
Yes.
But, okay, look this way.
Yeah.
If there is somebody to offer that, the wealth, take it. But if you have an opportunity, we can educate that person, that's a different story. But at least, from that wealth, some poor people can benefit. We can do some good work for the benefit of those people. In our intention, we are not cheating him, but if he needs that, definitely we have to take care of his need. But in our mind, we don't have that attitude. We are going to take his money and to get famous for ourselves as a society. Suppose now, Kinrara Buddhist Society. We are not going to put our name on that and be famous to market ourselves using somebody else's money for our person. But genuinely, as a Buddhist society, we want to take care of these needs of these poor people. If that is the case, you are not doing anything wrong. But poverty of that person's mind, what can we do? He is doing good things, but for the name's sake. So we have to, if there's a way that we can